Yes, I did fight his mother and sister. I battled his sister and I battled his mother. However, I resisted his mother because was hurling a chalks at me, causing his face to come out, insulting me and him in the process. The moment when I felt like I couldn't just fight her and beat the shit out of her. The following day, her daughter pulled up. I beat her up at the other house. Never touch me like that, please. Instruct your daughter on how to place her. Blueface and Chrisean are two of the most online couples that are poisonous and repulsive. They beat each other nonstop, arguing with each other's relatives' members. Disparaging one another on their relationship on social media is risky, and it must stop. So let's enter music reality TV dating series, used to be fair, more well-liked. We had shows like Flavor Flav or Rock of Love, which were hectic, and these days you consider dating programs such as The Bachelor or Bachelorettes are really different. There was a reality show, though. It emerged in 2020 and gave birth to among the most poisonous partnerships we will be active on social media. About Blueface, a rapper and his girlfriend of Churn Rock in 2020, Blueface made the decision to present a reality show. In his house with several women vying for his affection right away, Chrisean was well liked by fans due to her possesses a strong personality, and she eventually gained Blueface's affection and was a member of his label. And even, despite Chrisean's success on his Zeus network and the show, she had to battle her way to the end. Line, damn. They seem to have already claps. I want to fight in this video. Tell us about these two individuals, and a brief chronology of their relationship since it's somewhat frightening. These two quarrel all the time, and honestly, Zeus Network should be ashamed for promoting this in the first place of their partnership. Blueface referred to accused Khan of stealing his vehicle. In February of 2022, Khan allegedly stole his vehicle before being taken into custody in Oklahoma for drug offenses at this moment. These two were in a quite dire situation. Battle that went viral on social media. He posted that she had called him names that accuse her of being stupid because believing she could take a car too. Baltimore is unsure whether he was present or the reason she was attempting to reach it, but it was unflattering for both of them. And the whole Blueface crew made the decision to turn against his manager. Ka accused her of stealing and called her out. His artist Chrisean's money did wind up in a self-defense interview from jail without a jumper naturally, and she claimed that she had previously been tinkering her detention and that she required this period of rehabilitation, which we adore, to heal such. As feel free to take your time and get away from this poisonous mess. Don't be depressed. I won't hold you since it's snowing up here. I really was tweaking, but I'm going to be a buck. I make the most of this time to truly recover. Was recuperating from a great deal of I'm a lot of Y'all be sharing things with you, but I don't be letting you know everything. How that goes, but I'm going to go out and I will be better. I'm eager to release my music for you and I are eager to just get better. Rock, I suppose, prior to her embarking on this drive and was taken into custody. She broke into his house while they were fighting. At that point, she started stealing money. Blueface and the car wouldn't have been aware that Chan was the one, but she chose to on his wall. Write, I love blue and blood, and it was signed by Ins. What kind of I can't handle this right now? Demonic. If you believe it is evil to write on blood, which the situation worsens in their relationship, I suppose, eventually grown really engaged in combat with Blueface's mother, which that falling down is unthinkable to me. Yet in a few days after Chrisean received a Blueface's face is inked on her neck. She had issues with his family. In fact, Blueface's mother said everything too am aware that my son will never deliver. That individual always groans around my family. Once more in life, and that's all. Issues Khan indicated that things reached the moment. His family abandoned her. You had no choice but to fight violently. Yes, I did fight with his mother and sister. I battled his sister mother, but I fought his mother since she was hurling her at me, obtaining his expression, insulting me and him in the process. The moment when I felt like I couldn't only to battle her, she threw like a bottle of Gatorade and 2 glass jars in. He liked my face, so if you do it once more, I'm going to give her to you. But she interfered with my expression when he says it. So I'm thinking I'm G because I have to protect. I just called my mother crackhead, and I'm already intoxicated. In such case, beat the trons out of her. The following day, her daughter arrived at I pounded the pond out of her in the other house, like folks approaching me as though I might have to do the sweeping. So that's what transpired in the latter part of 2022. Blueface actually got physical with Khan. The news of Khan's arrest was reported by TMZ. Seeking criminal trespass accusations against the complainant in unruly behavior, but was set free from detention when the outlet stated that the girlfriend of the rapper at Whiskey Row hit him in the face. Blueface claims a bar in Scottsdale, Arizona, that the only reason she was detained was not attacking him and trespassing. That appears to be true. Yet you most likely know if she did receive. He simply didn't push for physical contact. Charges, which is a serious warning sign. Right there. As they obviously did receive physically interacting with one another, and there are images and videos to support it. So I'm not sure why Blueface is defending her, but I think they both received not even a physical touch with one another. 1 month later, a physical clash between Chan's and Blueface's father, and it was obviously being recorded on camera. It was outside the 4 for the program. Really, there are no seasons lesson here, and both of them become physically with one another, which is similar TOEFL, and I can't even begin to imagine coming back from this don't touch my such as that. So you instruct your daughter to handle. That scene terrifies me so much that I can't imagine being a part of this, because it must affect your brain in some way, like as PTSD or emotional instability. I mean, you can't feel all right at your levels. Following a similar experience, I would probably lock myself in after all. My house till you're familiar with it, but naturally, this couple enjoys sharing anything, and they're trouble-free. Expressing their true feelings to the world. Chan's father is said to have been missing the most of her life, which is most likely why, at first, Blueface didn't like him, where she truly shared on Twitter the father who was knocked out was the same man who restrained my mother in the to beat her in the woods since she would shout loudly around the house whenever he would defeat her. I mean, what the hell? He made a special effort to harm my entire family, including the same father I met when I was 7, and someone was meant to knock. She truly dated him for a long period. She seemed appreciative with what he done, and naturally, Blueface was the best. By sharing it on his Instagram story, that a month ago he became her new father. Chan then went live on Instagram. He put his hands on that Blueface to share it. She looked as though her face was bruised, as she described with emotion what had she said that he had busted her lip. He went on to explain that her nose was deceiving, and they simply returned and forth, and Blueface is the reason behind it all. Says he saw her sending an SMS. Another man named Chrisean clarified that took a negative turn when she tried to get out of a car they were. He's going to draw me in as we ride in, returned and struck me in the mouth since she stated that she wanted to leap out of the car because he felt too at ease striking her. 1 day later, Khan walked in the face. Support her allegation of domestic abuse by saying, Blueface attempted to protect her from. She blames that she had a self-harming incident. Unpleasant experience with the Cas Amigos, and she attempted to exit the vehicle in the highway, and he attempted to halt her from leaping. And it appears as though, she's like domestic violence 101. They keep going back to what they had truly occurred, and as I've stated that these two enjoy sharing, therefore, they share all the awful tales and a not even a jumper. Interview with Blueface instructed security guards to seize his girlfriend outside following the stressful. After Chrisean's interview, the drama broke out. Claimed to feel as though she was being gaslit. While speaking 30 Blueface's interview a few minutes in disclosed that he intended to complete the interview. But he continued to tell Chrisean to release his hold on him, and eventually stood up. And shortly after, Chrisean was removed from the interview by security later. She returned to complete Blueface's interview, claimed to have informed no jumper that he was the only one with sufficient patience for. This entire exchange with her is extremely uncomfortable. Let's watch it. You guys should get together and discuss about this. We have the sexiest couple right here, on the internet almost immediately. Would you mind if I asked you a question? Could I ask you a question to get vile? Query, you're claiming that it's the life we picked. No, I stated that you're bad. But I'm not expressing what you're attempting to say, and you're attempting to get gas like, hey, let me talk for myself. I dislike being alone. Me in a discussion. Allow me to speak for. I believe I'm done because I'm sensitive. What are you planning? I believe I'm going finish. No, you're. Why don't you want to do it alone? Are you saying that I should do it alone? You're staring at me. But wait and listen. What I'm saying? No. Because you're being, you can tell that Blueface is strange. Cran is frustrating. And she doesn't feel like though he's genuinely listening to her, observing things from an external perspective viewpoint. I would simply state that the two individuals are incompatible. And thus there are a lot of people worldwide that don't like though you've beaten yourself up to be with someone you're not supposed to be. With being courteous will still allow you to discuss and evaluate the circumstances. But yes, I believe it's the best right now. She just took that Hennessy off. Man, could you kindly come here, Elle? No, I must take you. I must take you arrive he came here, bro. What do you like about it? Why are you acting that way, Blue? What are you doing? For the camera down. Or you had to moisten your, don't worry about what I will do, camera. All right, wet your C, how are you? That's obviously intense, is having mental health issues, or perhaps there were substance problems at the time, and the manner in which she was moving kind of made me think of someone who's sobbing for assistance or simply having a similar to a temper tantrum, but surely things improved after due to the fact that in January 2023, in fact, they were married in a musical. They performed a song together in the video, referred to as Dear Rock. And I've heard the tune is really intriguing. She was spotted dressed as a bride, shopping for wedding dresses around town for this music video, most likely. And it's not like I'm rapping here, I'm not sure. Even though I enjoy rap, but this Blueface waps. One didn't do it for me, I apologize. Dear Rock, for what I did to your dad. But since he struck me first, I would be damned if I allowed it to happen. Someone else takes my place. I'm yours. Now Daddy is unable to alter anything. Yet he also somewhat acknowledges that he likes the top striking women as if he were WS, because when my daughter touched a male, I would first let her know that she must quit because I'll hit. But I won't hit any women first. Dang so, a B word back without a thought. I think that when she strikes him, which she is obviously capable of throwing her hands, protect himself. But soon after this, we discover in the music video that Khan is not, despite being pregnant. I will be unmarried. She quickly declared she was expecting a child in January with his infant. But then, after they announced that Blueface had made it, evident to the general population that he desires he asserts that she had a paternity test. Spent the last 10 years with 10 different males year. But he doesn't think he's, according to the father Cran. Blueface only responded in such a manner because they were naturally, when aren't they engaged in combat? Fighting, and I suppose she ended up liking Baltimore with her pals. Perhaps her hometown, and he didn't like because his response was identical to yours. As a trivial quarrel, but I truly see it as the start of their demise. Connection. But it's obvious that they've had at this point. A handful of those scream like, oh my god, foo. Since initially he was nothing to me when he became pregnant. We're making an effort because initially I was receiving pregnancy. Followed by I ort like 3 times with him before it reached a breaking point, where he was saying, I want a family, and I want a child with you. Have my child BL. So he begins to it's safe to say that I'm crazy. Both of their parents don't like their spouse, as well as Blueface's when mother found out that Cran was allegedly pregnant and charged her with faking it doesn't make Blueface any better, was rejecting the news when it was announced that he was the dad of several people adopted this story, that she was perhaps fabricating it despite the fact that she was sharing all of these pregnancy tests. Con clarified that they had broken before she became aware of her pregnancy, and says she didn't engage in any sexual activity. Blue, of course, and any other guy faces her mother's remarks about her stating on his Instagram account that his son's girlfriend was spotted showing off her belly on Blue's live Instagram stream. She claims that the Cran was intentionally sticking out of her abdomen, and there was no way that she might only be 2 months pregnant, which is quite amusing since in essence, Blueface's mother is accusing her of protruding her abdomen and exposing it to appear pregnant in order to. She also posted a story on Instagram Live. Tell her to pull up at the door if she is pregnant. The Hollywood ultrasound clinic and tomorrow. I'll pay for it, and it really as it happens. They do follow through, due to Blueface's mom posting a post or video on Instagram showing Chan lying back with her legs on the hospital bed. This film was actually released by his mother on her gospel-themed Instagram story song. The gospel song must be removed because it's kind but copyrighted of an adorable video, so perhaps they're going to all return music collectively. Music. His mother's maturation is wonderful. Should go deal with Cran and attempt to make. Although this family works, I don't believe that they're in a relationship. But I don't believe they're together. They will endure. And I sincerely hope no child is placed between the two of them due to their physical contact with one another. Being different in public is only a hint of what is most likely taking place in private, and nobody should have to live like that of surroundings. Thus, I'd like to know what do you guys think in the following comments. Bye! I'll see you in a future video. Sick guys. In a future video. Sick guys.